Hi, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about how to integrate as a family. Sometimes as a step-parent it can be very frustrating. We want to get on with our lives, with the family and become integrated, and it's evasive. We often feel ostracised and we don't want to. This is what to do. Hi, I post once a week, so subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, and I'll let you know every time I post. When we partner with somebody who's got children, we're often ready to embark on a new relationship, start life together, enter into doing new things and building something positive together quite quickly. But stepchildren are often not in that position. They don't want change. They don't want that to happen. And it's not that they don't want you, but they don't want somebody like you to take their parent to a new destination. So you can meet with quite a lot of resistance. So my recommendation is that actually forming as a step-family can take a lot longer than one would like. And the best one can hope for is to allow what is to be happening now. And you look after yourself in the meantime so that you can feel okay about what's going on. Have time alone with your partner. Enjoy those times. Go on holiday together if you can. Really enjoy your lives together. But don't expect integration to happen anytime soon. And if you stop expecting it, then it might happen faster. You might be pleasantly surprised by a few things that happen, rather than being always disappointed. It's never enough, and it's not quite right, and it's not what you wanted. Ultimately, you will, if you bide your time and are generous in spirit, develop your own relationship with your stepchildren, and that will grow. But I often think we need to be in a different life cycle stage for integration to happen. Let me explain what I mean. If their stepchildren are very small, well, actually, they're much more likely to accept you quickly if they're small. But supposing they're children aged 9, 10, 11, and you're meeting a bit of resistance, it might take till they're in their teens before they'll accept you, mid-teens. If they're in their teens now, it might take another into their 20s before they accept you. It's because they almost have to move from the lifestyle and the life cycle stage they were at when they were living a previous type of life to a new type of life that they're leading now with you 6, 7, 10 years later. And that way, they've forgotten and they've grown on from wanting to play with a particular toy when they were 11 and 12 to what they want to be doing when they're 16 and 17. And you have a different participation in their life at that stage. And so therefore, they're not holding on to what they were doing then, but they've moved on and you've become a part of their future life. So it's about accepting what is and getting on with them as best you can at the level that you can at the moment and not trying to push for more. Then it'll happen easier later. I liken it to turning an oil tanker round. An oil tanker is a huge, heavy vessel out at sea. If you were to want to go in the other direction with an oil tanker. You'd have to very, very slowly put in place the wheels to make it turn. Gradually and incrementally, after very many small happenings, you can gradually get the oil tanker to begin to go in an arc. As it goes into an arc, it'll gradually go round and eventually face the other way. The other thing you can do is to use life's progress generally to help you turn that oil tank around, or to become more integrated as a step family. So use things like the beginnings of terms and the beginnings of years and birthdays and holidays and summer holidays and events of different kinds. Use everything you can to incrementally make small changes to the family in the way that suits you a bit better, so that the family integrates gradually, and before you know it, before anybody realizes it, you are much more an integrated member of that family than you had thought you ever could be. But if you try and muzzle in on a mum-daughter dynamic, or a mum-son dynamic, or a dad-daughter dynamic, or a dad-son dynamic, then you could be kept on the outside and ostracised for a very long time indeed. Your only chance is to build your own relationship with those children, and that'll take time. But it can work, and it does happen. And the more you push, the slower it is. The less you push for integration, the faster you'll find it happens. I run workshops, I run sessions, I operate an email response service, we write booklets. You can find the links to our various services, website, Instagram, Twitter, in the description box below.